This last award that we're going to do is a special award that is not usually done here. It is being presented by the Association of Educational Service Agencies. Like AESA is a national association for school districts and school superintendents, AESA is a national organization that represents organizations like BOCES all across the nation. We have a special award that's going to be given out this morning, and then after that, we'll turn the program over to Jason Andrews. I don't believe I'm giving Jason the last word on everything here, but it's usually a mistake when Jason's the last person at a microphone, but that's what we're going to do this morning. But it's my pleasure to introduce from the Association of Educational Service Agencies, John Bass. John began working with AESA in 2015. He's currently the COO for the organization. Like I said, they represent organizations like BOCES all around the country. But more importantly, from our end of things, he was a superintendent in Texas in 2 separate school districts, and he's going to be presenting a special award to one of our members. So it is my pleasure to introduce John Bass. John.
Well, as was mentioned, AESA stands for the Association of Educational Service Agencies. We are the national group for groups like BOCES in New York. Our members go by several different names, from intermediate units to education service centers to education service districts, and I could go on. County offices of education, there's about 17 different names that our members go by. But one of the things that they always do in each state and we're in 42 states, is they represent school districts. They're able to work together cooperatively to help school districts. And I always like to brag when I'm in states that that really have a strong system. And in New York, you really have a strong system of BOCES. And so I want to thank all the district superintendents that are here from the BOCES. I know you do fantastic work, and the award that we're presenting today is kind of an offshoot of that. So I'd really like to brag on New York. They do a good job. I like to say I'm from New York, but people usually don't believe me whenever I get up and start talking. They say I can make one syllable about 3, and I wish that I didn't, but I do. But I'm glad to be able to be here, so thank you for the opportunity to be here. Each year, AESA presents about 4 different national awards for different things from our members, and I'm very pleased today to be here to present the Exemplary Service and Innovation for Technology Advancement Award. This particular award is given in honor of one of our former executive directors, Brian Talbot. For those that are in AESA may remember that name, but technology is really the idea behind this award. Being able to work together as a system is a big part of this award as well. We had several quality applications from across the country. Many of our members, ESA, we call them ESAs, that's the generic term for those 17 members like the BOCES. But our members are very involved with technology. The security and data privacy is something that's very important, and a lot of our members are extremely involved in that work. The Exemplary Service and Innovation for Technology Advancement Award does acknowledge an individual or agency for contributions to technology innovation and support to local school districts and also to education service agencies. This year's recipient is the RIC 1 Data Privacy and Security Service, chaired by Michael J. Doughty. This nomination involved a collaboration of 12 education agencies. And to me, that was one of the strengths of the application. It involved a system coming together for the betterment of an entire state. They've come together to help with this innovative support, to help tools, to help districts in New York address the growing need to protect data and data systems, which is so crucially important right now more than ever. And these RICs were able to organize under the BOCES in New York to accomplish this. In response to Education Law 2D, the RICs worked together to combine their resources and develop a statewide service, the RIC 1 Data Privacy and Security Service. I know many of you may know that as DPSS. I had the privilege, I've been here almost a week. I love New York, but I've been here about a week working with some of the RICs and some of the BOCES here in New York. But I will say I was able to meet a few other team members from the RIC 1 group, and I'm just amazed at the talent and the service mentality that these folks have. And it's an honor for me on behalf of AESA to present the Exemplary Service and Innovation for Technology Advancement Award to the RIC 1 Data Privacy and Security Service, and it's actually chaired by Michael J. Doughty, so I'd like to present it to you at this time. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate the time to come up here and recognize this group that's come together from across the state. 700 school districts, 37 BOCES, 12 RICs, and really servicing all the districts in New York State by providing resources and support to comply with Ed Law 2D. Data privacy and security is not sexy, but it's necessary, it's important work, and we're thrilled that this group could come together and reduce that duplication of effort, produce really high-quality materials and training to support the whole field and the whole state. I do have a couple people here that I want to recognize, some original members of that group, that DPSS group, from the Lower Hudson RIC. Madeline Romano is here. So thank you, Madeline, for your work in there. We appreciate it. Laura Pollock from Nassau RIC. Thank you, Laura. And also from our local RIC, NARIC, Monica Statiel and her team have been supporting this work. So it's a great example of how we can come together and, again, make things happen for the entire state. So thank you very much, and thank you to AESA for recognizing that. And it's been a great conference. Thank you.